Hello, air signs. How you guys doing? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This message, my intention is to come through for July 9th. Doesn't mean it's happening on the 9th. The timeline can be anything if you are, because this is a general read, right? So this is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Feel free to swap around the characters if that's what suits your storyline, but don't try to shoehorn yourself into every reading. It just doesn't work like that, right? If you're watching this because of the title, which is my intention, the titles are the things that to pay attention to. And I would look back. We're putting together all these playlists of all the different readings, the air, fire, earth, water, but also the individual zodiac signs. So you might find something that's useful in the playlist. So check that out. Also, gonna do a live. We're going to do a live for the weekly energies for each of the zodiac. That is going to happen Monday night, July 8th. And then it will become a video on the channel. So if you miss it live, 7 p.m. Eastern time here on the eastern seaboard of the USA. All right, let's see what's going on here for you. Messages for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For those watching, please. What's going on for you? This is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. You know, I've been using this now for a couple weeks. Really cool. I love this deck. Oh boy. Chaos and conflict. The tribe. One more, please. Time for a nap. Okay, you might have just come through some kind of big deal. Just saying. Just saying. Right? You might have just come through some kind of big deal. Oops, sorry. I'm going to make this louder. Okay. You might have just come through some kind of big deal here. I like this because, look at this. So this horse, oh, that's so interesting. So I don't know if you can see this, but you see the horse in the chaos and conflict, and you see the giraffes in the tribe one. You notice how the coat is very similar and how they're facing in different directions. So some of you could have been facing, I'm not going to say the wrong way because there is no wrong way, but some of you could have been facing away from the tribe you need to get to, okay? You could have been facing, this is like looking backwards. You see the horse is looking backwards, the giraffes are looking forward. This is really about understanding who you are, embracing who you are, and letting go of the things. And that feels like chaos and conflict, right? It just feels like there's lots of stuff going on, and there's people leaving your life. People can't hang. There's people who can't hang with you. If you're on this ascension journey, definitely in a spiritual, if you're watching this channel, yeah, you pretty much are. And when it's sort of like giving birth to this new, not the connections to the tribe. You already know who those people are, or more of them are coming, but letting go, making space in your life for this tribe is feeling like chaos and conflict to you. So there's going to be a need for a nap. I'm a big fan of naps. I am a huge fan of naps. The culture that says be busy all the time, busy is not the same thing as productive. And I feel like that's a very 20th century thing to look busy, right? Look busy. And I know certainly in my family that was the case. Like you always had to look busy when dad showed up. But time for a nap and taking downtime. I had a very productive Saturday over the holiday weekend because I just, sort of laid around and daydreamed about things. I thought about things and felt about things, not even in my head about it so much. It wasn't like I got to solve this problem thing. It wasn't even like that. It was just sort of like opening to spirit and opening to that which wants to come in and having no emotional attachment to that which I am letting go. And there are people leaving. I'm, waving to them. Hey, best of luck on your own journey, right? No malice, no nothing like that. It doesn't feel that way to me. It just feels like relief. It feels like, okay, I don't need to hang on to this anymore. Okay, so I'm going to lay out the beginning part of this reading here. That's interesting. Your tribe is going to be very important to you. Feel like you're creating your own family here. Okay, air sign, creating your own family. Yeah, Nine of Swords here. I'm going to take this King of Swords. really getting clear about things. King of Swords is not anxious. That Nine of Swords is anxiety. You don't need to be doing that because look at that. Wow. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Ooh, I love it here. Empress. That's super nice. Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, resistance. The person you're dealing with right now is in resistance. And I feel like you're just sort of like, look at you, just sort of letting it go. Letting it go. That's the real don't give a shit. Two of Cups, Emperor, Five of Cups. So I feel like there was a lot of connection with this person. I feel like they actively resisted it very strongly. This Emperor and Empress here, this is like a what could have been kind of thing. And I feel like there is some kind of, they're actively resisting. But you know what? Wheel of Fortune, I feel like the universe is like, yeah, go right ahead and resist. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that precious? Isn't that cute that they're like resisting the universe? Five of Cups. Something is lost here. Five of Cups. The Three of Cups. If this was a third-party situation, I feel like you might have been in love with somebody who is married or who's in another situation. I do feel like you're moving away from that, more into your own, what's the word? More into your own power, okay? Like you have recognized and released the need to be in relationships that drain your power. This was one of those things. It drained power. I feel like there's some kind of control issue here, okay? It was like, this was a battle for control. This person's always a battle for control. Yes. Yes, very much a secret. Look at that. Seven of Swords, High Priestess, Four of Swords. I also feel like you're letting go of this. I feel like, the Seven of Swords is a cheat, one of the cheating cards, right? But I feel like this, to me, says I like this. Queen of Cups, Empress, High Priestess. Yes, I was a secret. Yes, this person resisted. They could have resisted you. They resisted their life. They resisted everything. And in the past, there was this real like, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with this? How do I deal with this? And now I just feel like that time for a nap, this letting go, just letting go of the struggle. Recognizing there's no need for that because this person, I feel like this person is all about struggle. They feel like, you remember what I just said about like must look productive when dad shows up, right? This person has that same mentality of love must be a struggle. Okay? Love must be, they're resisting love. They're resisting it. That they feel like it's productive on some level. Isn't that curious? The control energy here is Emperor. I'm not saying they're narcissistic, but they could, let's see, why the resistance? Why the resistance here? Three of Wands, Temperance, Knight of Wands. I feel like they wanted it to be about sex, or they wanted it to be sort of a one-night stand. They wanted it to be this Sagittarian energy of hit it and quit it kind of thing. That's what they really were manifesting. And I feel like there was love here. And so they resisted that. Like, oh, that's not really what I was doing. That's not how they started out. They really started out as like, oh, I want to have sex with you. I want to play with you. Right? It was kind of lighthearted. It was all that kind of stuff. But then there was love here. And they're like, oh, I don't, there's like commitment phobia here. So it doesn't even have to be a third party. The third party could be the relationship. Okay? And they're resisting that, even though the universe tried to bring them together. I feel like the universe tried to bring you together for a lesson for this person to understand that, this is the game they play, that they resist love because they're like, oh no, right? Because this is their template. This is what their family taught them. that, oh, you know, you don't want to be in relationship. That's going to tie you down. They could be a Sag, okay? Sag, Aries, Leo. They've resisted this at every turn, and they still wanted what they wanted from you. And so that's going to be let go of, because I feel like you're like, you know what? I'm out. So you're healing from this situation. You have gotten a lot stronger, okay? High Priestess, Empress, Queen of Cups. I see the escalation here of that. And the King of Swords here. Like really being in high vibration about this. Pisces, really knowing your feelings. Seeing this clearly, okay? Seeing this clearly, which is so interesting for a Mercury retrograde. We don't see a lot of things clearly in Mercury retrograde. But I feel like you were in the murkiness of it. And so the reverse of that is seeing things clearly now. You're seeing things clearly. You're seeing this person clearly. And so you've let go of the struggle. There was something about also chaos and conflict that made you feel like it was alive. This person feels alive when there's like people vying for their attention. That's why the narcissistic tendency is here. People are vying for my attention, and look at me. I've got all these people coming toward me and all this stuff. And that was the end game for them. Okay? And no, I don't want a relationship. I just want people to be like looking at me, right? So there's that feeling. And you're sort of like, oh, I really thought it was, there was love here. Don't get me wrong here. Okay? There's genuine feeling on both sides. But this is the game this person plays. This is the game they play. And so Wheel of Fortune moving out of that. So let's see where we go here. I'll do the extended now. But I do feel like there's a loss when it comes to third party. You're not going to be playing this game anymore. Okay? You've just been like, you know what? I'm just releasing that. Time for a nap. Time for some healing. This is a nap. Time for a nap. Time to just let this go. Because it's not that this person doesn't love you. It's just, this is the game they play. Don't take it personally. This is the game they play with themselves. Okay, this is the energy that they're trying to gin up is chaos and conflict. They're wanting to be the center of the tornado. They're wanting to be this. And you're sort of like, yeah, no, not playing that game. Like, you might have been in it for a while. You might have done that because you're like, well, you know, like you just can't wrap your head around the fact that this person is playing this game. But I want to say to you, Ace of Pentacles, look what's coming. All right. So let's do the extended right now. Link is below. Air sign, July 9th. So let's see where we go here. This person, I feel like, is a Sag. Okay. All right. Link is below. I'll see you on the other side.